Somewhere right now, a woman is thinking about a man she met years ago, and she has no idea why she can't stop. Not the most handsome man, not the richest, not the one who tried the hardest, the one who made her feel something she still hasn't been able to name. And that's exactly the psychology you're about to understand. Most men spend their entire lives being forgotten the moment they leave the room, but a rare few, they live rent-free in a woman's mind for years. The difference between those two men has nothing to do with looks, status, or luck. It comes down to specific psychological triggers that most men don't even know exist. You're about to learn exactly what those triggers are, why female memory works the way it does, and the invisible qualities that make certain men completely unforgettable, not just for days, but for decades. By the way, if you really want to understand female psychology and discover the factors that make a woman feel attracted to you, I've created a comprehensive ebook where I explain everything step by step. You can find the link in the video description. There's a moment most men completely miss, and it happens right in front of their eyes. She tilts her head. Just slightly, one side of her neck becomes visible, and her hand drifts up almost unconsciously, fingers grazing her skin. It looks like nothing. It means everything. The neck is one of the most vulnerable areas on the entire human body. The carotid artery, the jugular vein, the trachea, everything keeping a person alive runs through that narrow column. So when a woman exposes it, her body isn't making a fashion choice. It's making a trust choice. It's her nervous system broadcasting a signal that predates spoken language by hundreds of thousands of years. I feel safe with you. I want you closer. Anthropologist Dr. David Gibbons documented this extensively. He calls it an openness display. The body physically lowering its defenses in the presence of someone it finds desirable. And here's what makes it even more fascinating. The neck is loaded with pheromone-releasing glands. When she touches it around you, she's unknowingly activating those glands, essentially projecting her scent in your direction. Her endocrine system made that decision, not her conscious mind. That's what separates this signal from everything else. She isn't performing. She isn't calculating. Her body simply responded to you before her brain had a single thought about it. Watch for repetition. Once means nothing. 3 times in a single conversation, her body is telling you something her words never will. Most men look at a woman's hands and see hands. But what her wrists are doing in that exact moment, that's a completely different conversation. When a woman is genuinely attracted to someone, she begins exposing her inner wrists without realizing it. She rests her chin on her hand with her wrist turned upward. She gestures with her palms facing you. She places her hands on the table with the soft underside visible. These aren't conscious decisions. Her nervous system made them before her brain even clocked in for the day. Here's why this matters more than most people realize. The inner wrist is one of the most delicate, unguarded parts of the human body. Thin skin, visible veins, and extreme sensitivity. Showing it to someone is a vulnerability display at its most primal. When someone feels threatened, everything closes. Arms cross, fists clench, wrists turn inward. But when attraction enters the room, everything opens, including those wrists. And then there's the chemical layer that almost nobody talks about. The inner wrist is a primary scent projection point. That's not a coincidence. That's biology running a program that's millions of years old. When she turns her wrists toward you, her body is literally broadcasting her natural scent in your direction. She's not doing it on purpose. Her attraction is doing it for her. A woman's body always confesses what her mouth hasn't decided to say yet. The wrists are just one of the places where that confession quietly slips out. Your legs are lying to her right now, and you don't even know it. While you're carefully choosing your words, maintaining eye contact, and trying to look composed, your legs are broadcasting exactly what you think, feel, and want, in real time, with zero filter. FBI behavioral analyst Joe Navarro spent 25 years reading criminals in interrogation rooms, and his single most important discovery wasn't about facial expressions or hand movements. It was the legs. Because while people learn to control their face, almost nobody monitors what's happening from the waist down. That makes your legs the most honest part of your body. Here's what most men completely miss. When a woman is genuinely drawn to someone, her feet point toward him automatically, even mid-conversation with someone else entirely. Her subconscious makes the decision before her conscious mind catches up. She could be laughing at another man's joke, with her body turned slightly sideways. But if her toes are aimed at you, her nervous system has already chosen you. Then there's the leg cross. When she crosses toward you, that's an open signal. When she crosses away, she's building an invisible wall, and no amount of charm breaks through a wall she doesn't know she built. And that subtle restlessness, the bouncing, the shifting, the quiet energy that never quite settles, that's not boredom, that's adrenaline. That's dopamine. That's what your presence is doing to her chemistry. And her legs are the only ones honest enough to admit it. If you find this topic interesting, you should know that in my ebook, I explain the 10 most important factors of female psychology that make a woman become more interested in a man. If you want to learn them all, you can find the ebook at the link in the description. Most men have no idea that the most powerful attraction signal a woman sends has nothing to do with her eyes, her smile, or even her words. It's happening right in the center of her body, and almost nobody is paying attention to it. When a woman turns her full torso toward you, not angled, not sideways, but completely squared up with her stomach and chest facing your direction, her nervous system has already made a decision about you, a profound one. The torso houses every vital organ, the heart, the lungs, everything that keeps her alive. Exposing the front of her body to another person is, at the biological level, one of the most vulnerable things a human being can do. Think about it. Soldiers wear armor on the front, not the back. Every self-defense instinct protects the center line first. So when she does this naturally, effortlessly, without even realizing it, that's not a coincidence. That's her body broadcasting total trust. Research from Princeton's Social Neuroscience Lab confirmed that full frontal body orientation appears within the first 3 minutes of interaction when genuine attraction is present. When it's absent, people stay angled, sideways, protected. Watch for the small things too. She adjusts her shirt, places her hand near her stomach, leans her upper body closer to yours. These aren't random movements. They're her body drawing attention to exactly what she's unconsciously opening up to you. Her torso never lies. And now, neither does the moment. Here's what nobody tells you about attraction signals. One gesture means almost nothing. But 4 of them happening at the same time? That's her body confessing something her mouth hasn't said yet. See, most men make the mistake of watching for a single sign and then acting on it. She touched her neck. Must mean something. She crossed her legs toward him. She's definitely interested. But isolated signals are like reading one word from a sentence and guessing the entire paragraph. You'll get it wrong almost every time. The real magic happens when these signals stack. When she tilts her neck and her inner wrists are facing you, and her legs are pointed in your direction, and her entire torso is squared up toward you. That's not coincidence. That's her nervous system running a unanimous vote. Every part of her body casting the same ballot at the same time. Research actually confirms this. Women who displayed 4 or more of these nonverbal signals within a short interaction were approached nearly 4 times more often, because something in the room shifted. People felt it even without understanding it. And here's what makes this genuinely powerful. She isn't coordinating any of this. There's no internal checklist she's running through. Her biology is simply responding to your presence, and every signal that clusters together just turns up the volume on what she's already feeling. So stop hunting for one sign. Start reading the whole sentence. Because when her body speaks in full paragraphs, it's saying something she hasn't found the words for yet. The most dangerous thing a man can do is stand in front of a woman who's already chosen him and miss it completely. Her body never lies. It never hesitates. It never plays games. While her words might stay guarded, her neck, her wrists, her legs, her torso, they've already made the decision. You now see what most men will never see. But understanding attraction is only the beginning. The real question is, what happens after? And that's a conversation worth having. Drop in the comments what you want decoded next, because the right knowledge at the right moment changes everything. If you want to learn all the secrets of female psychology and truly understand what makes a woman feel attracted to you, you can get my complete ebook at the link in the description. There, I explain everything with clear and practical examples.